Charles, so they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Nick Folk for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up? Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. On for the extra point is Folk. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. But let's call that a less than ideal play on first down.
No doubt about that one because that was a situation of just digging a deeper and deeper hole for himself. And it ended up a big-time loss.
Let's go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, set.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to dump that onto his running back, Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 39. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Tua going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Jones on first down. Flush to his right. And they get Jones for the third time in this ballgame. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jalen Mills. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now he's got a man, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Harris. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Volk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. What do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. The tight end Henry here in motion. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. It's brought in by Harris. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami.
First down catch there by Jalen Waddle. What a promising debut for the 6th overall pick in the 2021 draft. Led all rookies with 104 receptions, mainly catching passes from his college teammate, Tua Tagovailoa.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Black Ultra. Blue Striker. Beetle Blue.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Jones. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Patriots take over. The The Pats at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Keion Crossen. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going through his backup.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Forced out to his left. And now here's another interception. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Now Jones on 3rd down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Channing Tindall, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Jones. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. Folks, kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Deatrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And going deep for Hill. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say inside the 35-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down to move it closer. Now Jones. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This for the lead in the final stages. Folks, kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Folks, kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tagovailoa. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because From this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the